This is Brittany. She fell in love with Michael.
He's a really good guy. He just got caught for doing stupid stuff, basically.
Michael is 10 years into a prison sentence for aiding and abetting aggravated assault. The two met over a prison pen pal phone app and live over 1,000 miles apart. They've never met in person.
Honestly, I just want to hug him. Like, I wish I could hug him, but South Dakota's really far.
But distance isn't the only factor running against these two lovebirds.
For me, going to prison is like a big deal. You're a bad person.
With Michael's release imminent, will these two get support from Brittany's family?
And I wish him luck. I just don't wish him luck in this family.
The first dream catcher I ever got, that one was a gift. That was the first one he ever sent me. I think total it took him maybe about 4 to 5 days, which when you look at these dream catchers, they look like they would take a lot longer, but when you're in prison, you have endless amounts of time, so you probably did it day and night.
30-year-old Brittany was mid-divorce when she came across a social media post that changed the direction of her entire life.
So I was actually just scrolling on TikTok and this really funny prison wife came up and she said these guys are looking for pen pals. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just write to a prisoner. I ended up downloading the app, it's called GTL, and I added him. So he messaged me first and we started talking every single day. Very soon, I would say maybe 3 weeks after we started talking, I realized that I was starting to get feelings for him, and he felt the same way, but he ended up telling me that he loved me first. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. He just got caught for doing stupid stuff, basically. He's in there for aiding and abetting. I used to have this stigma about people in prison. You're in prison, you're a bad person. I feel bad. I was judgmental, and now I'm like, wow, it's crazy that, there's guys in there, they messed up 20 years ago for something so small and they're just sitting in there, and they don't deserve it.
Michael's prison sentence is almost up, and before then, Brittany will fly from California to South Dakota to finally meet him in person. After Michael is released, he plans on moving to California to start a new life with Brittany. But until then, she communicates with him via daily phone calls.
To accept this call, press 0. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, my baby.
What?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Yep.
I'm good. Just sorting clothes.
Yeah.
Listening to music.
Why can't you listen to my music?
Jessica Simpson, Britney Spears. No thanks, my love.
No.
Thank you.
Not for you.
I can't do it. No. No.
You're such a dork.
Yeah, but I'm good, but I think that's all that matters.
I know. You are my dork.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
Are you on the phone?
I'm on the phone.
Oh, nice.
It's Kay and Corinne. I'm gonna let you go. Can you call me maybe in an hour?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to you in a bit.
Hasta
Love you.
Love you.
Okay, bye. All right, ready?
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Cheers.
Salute, salute. Ching, ching.
What's the purpose of the trip out there? Are you going to go to his, hearing, or is he going to come back with you?
Just to meet him.
It's not love, it's lust. It's the idea of, in your mind, how you want the relationship to be. It's a rebound. For me, going to prison is a big deal. You're a bad person.
I'm willing to give it a chance. He's gonna prove you wrong.
We'll see.
Well, I think she's confused. You would think after going through a 10-year relationship and a divorce, you would want a little more in life other than somebody that's been behind bars.
Whatever he did was pretty bad. I want her to be with a guy who's gonna take charge, and he's already gonna have his stuff together. I'm not comfortable with it, I'm on the fence with it, and I hope for the best.
And I wish him luck. I just don't wish him luck in this family.
When I get I guess unsolicited advice or just judgments and stuff, okay. well, I'm happy. So I hope you're happy, but I'm happy. Like, I am. I'm very happy. I haven't been this happy in 10 years, I think.
I think it's going to be pretty awesome when you meet him in person.
I think so too.
That's when I was like, I want to go. She's like, no. She's not letting me go.
What I would say to people who would judge our relationship, everybody deserves happiness. If this is my version of it, let me live my life. Michael deserves love. I've told him even if we didn't work out, even if for whatever reason we're better off as friends, I just want him happy. He wants to do better. People should want these guys coming out and doing good.
So I'm excited.
I can't wait. My biggest thing is just like, yeah, like the normalcy, like of just being able to like touch him. I just want to hug him.
This is Erica. She fell in love with Austin. When Erica first met Austin, he was serving a 7-year prison sentence for assisting an armed robbery.
I was concerned a little bit at first because why did this person go to prison?
And Erica's choice of partner wasn't what her family had in mind for her either.
What did he do? I was scared.
The pair finally met in person on Austin's release date from jail.
I was extremely nervous at first, but the moment that we hugged, all my nerves just went away.
Now the couple are having to contend with the complexities of life outside of prison walls.
When people judge our relationship, it's really just, you should just let people live their lives.
It's a work in progress, you know, because we want everything to be right.
So these are some of like the letters and different things that he got me while he was locked up. This right here is actually the first I love you, because he was too nervous to tell me over the phone or like over a video visit, so he wrote it out. You tried to sell me a house but ended up buying my heart. Hun.
Erica, a real estate agent, was first put in touch with Austin when he was serving his prison sentence and looking for somewhere to live after he got out.
I've never dated a client or talked to a client. When we first started talking and I found out that he was in prison, I was concerned a little bit at first because, of course, everyone's curious, why did this person go to prison? So he was hanging around some guys and they were at the mall. He was driving the car and one of the guys got out and he did have a gun on him and robbed a lady of her phone. And when he jumped back in the car, of course, you know, Austin was driving the car. I feel like there's a lot of people that commit more intense crimes and they get less time. So it's just not fair. It was very difficult being with somebody that was in prison, but at the same time it was the most rewarding because we got to know each other on such an intimate level before getting to physically be together.
Erica began posting on TikTok about her unconventional romance.
One day I'm scrolling on TikTok and I saw a woman posting about her relationship with her man that was in prison. And I just kind of was like, oh my God, I'm in that similar situation. So I clicked on like the hashtag and found out there's actually like a full community of, you know, prison wives, prison girlfriends. I don't know, I just felt at ease that there was other people that are kind of in similar situations as me and feeling the same way.
You ever end that nighttime call and then realize that you ended that nighttime call?
However, not all of the comments have been supportive of her choice of partner.
A lot of people, when they watched like my videos or found out that I was with somebody in prison, a lot of women just went, I fear for you, I'm scared that this and that is gonna happen. And I would just comment like, hey, not every situation is the same. You know, everyone has their own lives. When I first met Austin, it was when I was picking him up from prison. I was extremely nervous, but the moment that we hugged, all my nerves just went away. I was completely at ease, and I knew that this is my future, that he's my future.
I'm here. Open the door.
You can't ring the doorbell?
I rang the doorbell. Does it not work?
Hey, Mama.
Hey, baby. Still on FaceTime.
Oh, we're still on FaceTime?
We're still on FaceTime.
Okay. Oh, whoops.
Turn it off.
All right. I have coffee going.
How do I look?
You look beautiful. When I first told you that I was dating a man in prison and your initial reaction was shocked.
Very.
And you didn't want me to talk to him?
Very much so. I was scared. I didn't know any of the circumstances behind it or, you know. So I think my first reaction was, what did he do? It was definitely a shocker, but, you know, wrong place, wrong time, man. Happens.
Austin proposed in DeWitt, which is one of the town that his family is from, at a beautiful winery. Baby, it's one more day and a wake up.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited.
I'm one more day and a wake up away from you. I love you.
Like it.
Currently, Erica lives in Texas, with Austin living miles away in Iowa due to his parole conditions not allowing him to leave the state.
I saw that you've been painting and everything in the basement, getting it all ready for Erica and Lily come visit, huh?
Since day one with my daughter, Liliana, I've been very open about my relationship. When I knew that it was something serious with Austin, I sat her down and I kind of just explained, hey, you know, he is in prison. And when she asked, you know, she knows what prison is. I'm very excited for Austin and Liliana to meet because they've only met virtually and via like FaceTime or, you know, playing the Xbox together. So I'm really excited because I know that she's excited.
Austin's fun, he's caring, and he's very nice. I can't wait to teach him how to play video games.
Erica and Liliana have travelled over 900 miles from Texas to Iowa to see Austin.
My first 3 years were so rough. Going into prison, 18, I felt like I lost everything. What I love most about Erica is that she's always been by my side. She helped me out with a ton, you know, and I don't take it for granted.
So for this TikTok, we have to throw the pen, and what we say, if we make it, will happen.
I get a ferret.
You want a ferret? Yeah. Those things stink. We're not getting that, even if you make it. Mommy gets a spa day.
Meeting Liliana for the first time was what I kind of expected it to be. Because she's funny over the phone when we're FaceTiming. She's a little shy, but she can be hilarious at the same time. You get to cut my toenails. Oh my God. Oh.
So nasty. It says no pets, y'all. Y'all both have dogs.
Just walking my dog. I don't regret the decision or anything like that we've been through because it's been the best time of my life. Wow, look at that.
I used to get hurt by the comments and the judgments of others, but now I don't. Whatever they say, it won't affect me in my decisions.
At the end of the day, we know we're not leaving one another. I know where my heart is, and it's with her, and that's that. If you can learn to love like that, you'll go a long way.
This is Jade. She fell in love with Chris.
This is the cardboard cutout that I have of Chris. I had my friend edit him and put him in a Hawaiian shirt because I don't have any selfies of Chris that are like full body length.
Chris has been incarcerated for the entirety of their relationship, and so the couple have never spent any time together outside of prison walls. Despite this, the pair decided to tie the knot.
We got married at the prison that he was at the time.
But many people have criticised Jade's unconventional choice of husband.
The bullying and the hate on my TikTok got so bad that I actually deleted my account. Well, I miss you.
I miss you too, baby.
I met Chris from a prison pen pal page. I was a flight attendant and I saw a show where this lady was talking about how she met her husband from a pen pal page, so I decided to check it out. When I went on the page, I saw Chris's picture and I decided to write him. We went back and forth with writing and then we started talking on the phone, and then I flew and met him in person, and the rest is history. The crime that Chris committed was burglary and identity theft. He was sentenced to 31 years in prison and he has to serve 10. So this is my photo album that I have of me and Chris. I have a bunch of pictures and letters that he has sent me. This is actually the first card he ever sent me. I told my sisters, the people that I thought that wouldn't judge me right away. And then I told my parents, and they were not the happiest. My mom told me that she didn't want that for me and that, you know, I shouldn't put my life on hold for someone that I don't really know. That's him and my dad together. It's actually the first time my dad met him. This is from our wedding when we got married in 2018. Our wedding day was October 10th, 2018. We got married at the prison that he was at the time. It was just me. I wore just like a long white dress. I was pretty much covered because you can't like have anything revealing. So, I mean, it was a pretty ugly dress, but there weren't many options like for white dresses that would be allowable at the prison. I actually have a few funny things that I've made of Chris, like this pillow. It's just like one of his selfies from prison, but I have something even funnier. This is the cardboard cutout that I have of Chris. I had my friend edit him and put him in a Hawaiian shirt because I don't have like any selfies of Chris that are like full body length without his inmate outfit, so I put him in a Hawaiian shirt just to be funny. And then I put it in one of my TikTok videos and it actually went viral. I post on TikTok because I've gotten a lot of support from other prison wives. The bullying and the hate on my TikTok got so bad that I actually like deleted my account. Chris should be calling any minute. Sometimes like I'll tell him to call me and he doesn't call out for like hours just because they went on lockdown or the phones aren't working half the time, so. Come on, Chris.
This is a prepaid debit call from
Chris Chips.
an inmate at the Rapid City Minimum Unit. To accept this call, press 0.
Hi, Zaddy.
Hey, gorgeous. What's up there?
Not much. Waiting for your call.
Just got back from working out.
Only 3 more years and then you'll be sitting next to me and then I could burn the cardboard cutout.
I know, we can burn it together.
Yep, that'll be our first.
That might be bad luck, though.
That'll be our first TikTok together. Us burning your cardboard cutout. What's the first thing that you want to do when you get out?
I mean, are we keeping it PG-13 here?
No, I'm talking about, like, what do you want to do, like, besides that when you get out?
I definitely want to chill on the beach with you.
With some chairs and a cooler.
My virgin fruity drinks.
The biggest challenges of being in a relationship with someone in prison is that, like, they're not here. Like, I don't have him next to me. I sleep alone. You can't have kids. Can't be affectionate. I've never had sex with my husband.
How was your guys' day? Did you guys do anything?
No, not really.
You talked to Chris today?
Yeah, I did earlier. It was good. Yeah, he's doing good. We have a video visit later.
He sound okay?
Yeah, he's happy at his new prison. So what were your guys' initial reaction when you first found out about Chris?
I feel like we all were super shocked. I was honestly really nervous for you because I've never even heard of that before. So when you first said that, I was just like, is that even a thing? I kind of just wanted to know more what he did. I mean, if it was worse than what I thought it could have been, because it could have been anything.
Have you considered that Chris might be different out of prison?
Yeah, just because he's been in prison so long, like I worry that maybe he's institutionalized, but he knows what he wants to do when he gets out. Like he wants to impregnate me right away. He wants to, you know, work when he gets out. We're gonna have a baby, hopefully.
I just think that it was worth it. I think you're at a good place right now.
She's at a great place.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
I'm really happy that my friends and family have accepted Chris. Without their support, I don't think me and Chris would have made it for as long as we have. My message for people that have judged me is that people deserve second chances and you shouldn't be so judgmental. Like, people make mistakes. I've made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. And, you know, when Chris gets out, he's definitely gonna be a different person.
This is Sigrid.
I met my husband first as a pen pal.
She fell in love with Alan
when I decided to write to someone on death row.
Alan was charged with murder and burglary and is currently serving his sentence on death row.
When people learn about my relationship, most of the comments I have is that I don't care about the victims. It's hard to be in a relationship that is based on something that is so tragic. My family was not happy.
They were really scared for me. They're like, wow, he's like the worst person ever.
With Alan not looking to be released anytime soon, will Sigrid finally be accepted for her choice of husband?
It was really hard, but we managed, and now we have a son. It's funny because it doesn't even really look like him. So that was the picture that was with the ad when I first saw him. My husband is Alan, and he has been in prison for 15 years and I think 12 on death row. He has been convicted of murder.
In 2005, Alan was charged with first-degree murder and put on death row for his crimes. There are no plans for him to be released anytime soon.
This is the very first box, I think. I started writing to prisoners, not prisoners in general, but death row inmates, because I was against the death penalty. This is just like one box is 1 year. I believe in second chances and rehabilitation. Yeah, that's the very first letter that he responded to my awkward letter. Pretty quickly, we started just writing all the time. Your life sounds very exciting to me. I can't wait to hear more about you and your life in Copenhagen. When I started to realize that I was having maybe feelings for him and him for me, we both got scared because it was not just a prison relationship, it was also a really long distance relationship because I was in Europe. We took a step back and we tried to stop writing to each other, and we were both miserable, and after 6 weeks he wrote back. The first words were, "I love you."
Their long distance relationship blossomed, and after a year of writing, Alan proposed.
We got engaged here because I'm showing my ring.
They had to prepare for their big day to be behind bars.
He just made a little speech saying how much he loved me and how much I mattered to him and that he really wanted to spend the rest of his life with me. It's bittersweet when I look at the pictures. It's really hard, and seeing us like together, holding hands, it makes me really nostalgic, and I really hope I can have that again soon.
Not everyone was happy about the couple's big news, and Sigrid faced a lot of criticism from family and friends.
I think it's when they found out his name and looked him up, and that's when they all disappeared.
They were really scared for me, and I think they were wondering who he was and if he was being honest with me. A lot of my family, I sent I think maybe 80, maybe 60 to my own family wedding announcement cards, and I got maybe 4, I got your card, a couple of congratulations, and that was it. I got a few people who deleted me from their Facebook account.
I understand that it's really hard to understand, so I just would like a few people to understand me. It makes me happy, and I don't get why it bothers people so much. People who are supposed to love me, they're bothered because someone is loving me right and making me happy.
And it's not just the judgment that's difficult. Being married to a man in prison has its other challenges.
I only speak to my husband on the phone once a month.
Inmate at Florida Correctional Institution. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse...
Hey.
How are you?
Good, you?
I'm good. I'm shaking. I almost missed the phone call.
I wish we could spend more quality time together. That's probably the most difficult part about a prison relationship.
It's harder than I think we both thought it would be, just to live here, I guess.
That people, stigmatize you just for being in a relationship with me. But I know that people who judge you that way are a waste of skin anyways.
Yeah, I love you. I miss you.
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime. Bonne nuit.
I love you.
Bye.
When I go to the visit, it's always bittersweet because I'm really happy I spent 6 great hours and we could touch, which is really important to just be able to touch a little bit. But I'm sad I have to leave him there.
We don't want to say how my son was conceived. I think it's important that we can sit and explain to my son how he was conceived before someone else does it for us. I like to respond that he is in prison, but I'm not. It was really hard, but we managed, and now we have a son. Well, sadly, Ellen missed out. Everyone who had a baby know how fast they grow and how much they learn in such a short amount of time. I tried to send short videos, but it's not the same. I will tell him that his dad is not who people are going to tell him he is, that he is an amazing person, that he is really caring and sweet, and that he loves them very, very much.
But being a single parent in a new country has been tough.
We are in the town where I feel like people might have heard about the case, and so it scares me telling who my husband is. I don't know how to approach it. I started a pen pal website with one of my friends. We really truly believe that people are more than, the worst action of their life. So we know that if they find a pen pal, it could be life-changing. Because we've been just regular pen pals to other people, and we made a difference in their life.
Despite all the challenges they faced, Sigrid and Alan are looking forward to the future.
Being with Alan definitely changed my life, everything in my life, because I'm really embraced as who I am completely and loved unconditionally by someone who I love the same way. And now we have the little guy here, so this is something I would have never wanted with anyone else.